Now, Bill Murray as Baloo. Considering Murray has a small history of voicing animated characters, like the Badger character from Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is an awesome movie, by the way, you all need to go see it, and Garfield. Now, minor little tangent, I thought Bill Murray did well as Garfield, because how many people could actually match the larger-than-life performance that Lorenzo Music did back in the day, who I honestly regard as the true voice of Garfield? Not many. Now, Murray is an incredibly gifted athlete. I'm picturing Bill Murray running in the Olympics now. Well, that wasn't such a chore now, was it? But no, Bill Murray is such a, incredibly gifted actor with a lot of comedic traits. I can see this working with him as Baloo the bear. I'm just going to be intrigued to see if he'll sing the Bare Necessity song, which I think they'll have some kind of play on it, because as you saw in the trailer, you hear, at the end, that was originally sung by the late Phil Harris, who was a Dixie singer. And he didn't think the movie was going to work with him in that role, but it gave that character life. I mean, that is Baloo. Now, Ben Kingsley as Bagheera. I can see this working. This is a character. Ben Kingsley has this kind of voice that has a lot of savviness to him. He's one of those voices. He can go either way as a villain or a face. I'm using wrestling terms here. He's been a heel once or twice. Those that saw that less than pleasing Thunderbirds movie from 11 years ago. I swear I'm going to stop referencing that one these days. But as the Hood, he's a good villain. But he has this very articulate and elegant voice that I think will go over well as Bagheera, who's kind of this second father mentoring figure to Mowgli. So I can see that working. Idris Elba as Shere Khan. Yeah, you're all going like that as well. I mean, really good actor, really likable guy from what I hear. He's going to enjoy this a little bit too much, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing. He's got a very deep, powerful, commanding voice. I think that's a really, really good, and I mean a good casting choice. People are going to love that. Scarlett Johansson, that's the only thumbs down I can see to this so far. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's an okay actress, and she's a very beautiful, gorgeous woman. Say what you all will. But that's the only minus I can give, from learning about this movie. Christopher Walken is King Louie. I'm trying to picture Christopher Walken do I Want to Be Like You. I want to be like you. No. Little known fact, folks, you don't want to hear me sing. Ever. Those that were in my sixth form days back in the day would hear me and a couple of other buddies singing Wham's Everything She Wants at Top C. Yeah, I was the one that even the cats were yelling out, "Oh, please make it stop! Please make it stop!" Yeah, I'm that bad. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this name correctly, so, a little bit. Lupita Nyong'o? Again, apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm not really familiar with pronouncing that name. Really very talented actress from what I hear. And she's playing Raksha, which, if I remember correctly from little bits I've skimmed over in the book, because I was quite young when the book was read to me back in the day, and your ability to be able to retain knowledge from, say, 7 years young to 17 years young there's a huge retention difference, for want of a better description, and I can see that working. Giancarlo Esposito. as Aquila. If I look up the character, right. He's the leader of the pack in the. He's the leader of the wolf pack in the Jungle Book, which I'm guessing is also a play on Mowgli's surrogate father from the original movie. Do correct me in the comment section below if I happen to be wrong. Now, with all that mentioned, and with all those cast choices selected for the respective parts, it is a little bit too soon to predict what we're going to see. Now, whilst I am excited for the prospect of seeing what this movie could do next year, there is that other side, that nagging side, doing the old Sonic attitude finger thing. Why have Disney got to remake so many animated classics when you can find them so readily on DVD and Blu-ray? Because if you look at the original animated movie, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a classic. It's one of those things that you can re-show in the movies for umpteenth anniversaries. You can show it on cable, satellite, and terrestrial, public cable channels if you're in the US. Because over here in the UK, we have, terrestrial, BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5. And then you have cable satellite, things like Sky One, Sky Movies and all that. And, best of my understanding, in America, you've got cable satellite and you've got public cable, for want of a better description. Do correct me in the comment section below, because American TV channels, networks, that's not my strong point. I do have to question why they have to remake it. I mean, I know the real big answer is because they want the money. But as mentioned earlier at the start of this video, next year is 1 year shy of the 50th anniversary of the original. Now, whether this is, kind of like double intention to do something that honors the 50th anniversary of the original movie, and also something just to cash in because of the name alone, because the Jungle Book, like I say, is one of those names that children from so many different generations know it and beloved it so well that it brings back fond memories of their childhood. And I have plenty of very memorable childhood moments where I would watch that. I'm going to reserve my overall opinion for when I actually see the movie or see something that's a little bit more tangible than just a 2-minute trailer, or 1 minute 56 seconds if we're going to be on the mark with it. But from the visuals I've seen so far, it's like they've taken the original animated piece and brought it out into the real world. You do get that kind of impression. As to how well this will actually do, it's hard to say, because we can't base anything upon one trailer. We can't. But based on what I've seen so far, it looks promising. And that's pretty much all you're going to get out of me at this particular given juncture. Well, to get the conversation going, if you're watching this on Facebook, Twitter, YTub, or dynamicnight.com, use the hashtag with the conversation, Jungle Book or hashtag Disney, and then give me your honest opinion, what you think about this trailer, because this could either be something that really complements the original movie, or this could be just one of those movies that's just made, as a cheap means of, getting some money brought in. Which is not uncommon with Hollywood to do that these days, and they really need to stop it. But there's that little side, the little young, inner child in me that actually wants to look at this and think, can they do something that's going to make me look and think, that reminds me of the original? Who knows? Again, comment section below. Let me all know what you think. Use the hashtags Jungle Book, hashtag Disney, or Jungle Book 2016, or Jungle Book 2K16, and let me all know what you think. Until then, folks, I've been MJ Knight. Thank you for your time.